Alright everyone, I'm about to tell you the weirdest story, the weirdest thing that I think has ever happened to me in my existence of life. You may know, if you follow my Instagram, that I am dating someone new. And we went on a picnic this morning. Angelo and I went on a picnic. There's like a very big park in my city, and we went there. There's like this beautiful hill, and I've always wanted to picnic there. So he told me he would take me, so we went. Well, we were there from about noon to probably 2:30, 3 o'clock. And we would have stayed a little bit longer if this did not happen to us. So, and by us, I mean me. Did not hurt Angelo. It didn't even hurt me, really. It just was a little uncomfortable and a little weird for me. So we are sitting on our picnic blanket, and it's not like a huge picnic blanket. Like, it was obviously perfectly fine for us. Like, it was a cute little like blue and white one, super adorable. So I'm sitting there, you know, we're just talking to each other, and I hear this little voice that sounds like a voice off of SNL. Like, it was like a, hi. And I was like, hey, and it's like coming from like right here, and Angelo's over here. So Angelo's sitting next to me over here, and I hear this voice from like behind me and like next to me, and I look over, and it is this Asian man, and he's like, hello. And I was like, hi, like, you know, being nice. You know, seeing if like he had a question, because he was like, excuse me, and like I wasn't sure if like he was asking me something, or, you know, I didn't know what was going on. So he's like, hi, my name is, and I don't really know what his name was. He was kind of like mumbling and being really quiet, so I didn't really hear his name. So he was like, hi, like, and I was like, oh, hi, great to meet you. And he shook my hand, and then he just held it. So we're like sitting here, and it's like this, and I'm just like, oh yeah, great to meet you. Yeah, all right, let me take my hand back. And he just kind of held it, and I was like, okay, like, I obviously didn't want to be mean at all. Like, I would never want to be mean to him, or to anyone. So then he was like, can I join you? And we were like, sure. And by we, I mean me. He was not addressing Angelo at all. He was only addressing me. He was not even looking at Angelo. So he sits down, and he's like sitting on the grass, because like I said, the blanket was perfect for the two of us, not for a third companion. So he's sitting on the grass, and he's like, you know, small talk. He's like, oh, do you go to school around here? And I was like, yeah. We were like, yeah, have a seat. Anyway, so he's asking us, you know, what school do you go to? Are you in high school? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, what about you? And he was like, oh, you know, I'm in college. And I was like, oh, like, that's super awesome. Like, what are you studying? You know, just like ask him questions too, because again, I didn't want to be mean, and like, it wasn't gonna harm either of us for us to be nice to him. Like, it was fine. He's asking me these questions, and then he's like, well, it's really great to meet you. And he shakes my hand again. And now he's sitting next to me, and he's still holding on, and I'm like trying to like casually like take my hand back, but to no avail. So then he finally lets go, but he lets go because he wants something else. So he was like, can I have a hug? And so, you know, again, wanted to be nice, so I was like, yeah, sure. So he turns and he like hugs me, and I'm like, okay. And he hugs me for a long time. I mean, this is long enough where Angelo and I both registered what was happening. I think his eyes were closed or something, because he like wasn't looking at Angelo, and he didn't know what Angelo was doing. And Angelo like took a picture of him hugging me to like put it on Snapchat and do something funny on it, you know, which I will insert here. So he was hugging me for a long time. Like, all of this stuff took place in the time that he was hugging me. It wasn't a quick hug. So I'm just like patting his back, you know, trying to be nice and like comforting, and also, what do you do when a random man is hugging you? Who knows? So then he was like, oh, may I? And it's like touching the blanket. Like, oh, can you scoot over so I can sit on your blanket? So I was like, oh yeah, sure. So I like move over and basically kick Angelo off the blanket altogether, because the blanket was not big enough. So now Angelo is on the grass. My actual date is now sitting on the grass instead of sitting on the blanket, because this random dude is now sitting on our blanket. I digress. So then he's like, you look so nice today. You look so nice today. And I was like, oh, like, thank you, like, that's really sweet of you to say. And then he turns to me again and, can I have another hug? So I hug him again. And yeah, I'm still back to this awkward patting, and I'm like, this is so weird. And he's like hugging me tighter, and then he starts to like shift like his knees, like so he's towards me, and I was like, okay, this is just odd. Like, I don't know what's going on. So he turns his body towards me and he's like hugging me more, and he's like, thank you. Thank you. And he keeps saying thank you. And I'm like, oh, like, you're welcome. Like, it's not a big deal. He's like, you just look so pretty today. And I was like, oh, thanks. Like, it's very sweet of you. And then he's like, oh, sorry about that. And I don't know what he did, but he kept saying sorry. Like, he was like, oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. And I was like, let's go. It's again like a 1 minute long hug. When you actually think about how long a minute is, like if you time a minute and you're thinking about how long that is when you're hugging a total stranger, it's a long time to be hugging a stranger, okay? Just throwing that out there. So then he asks a third time, folks. So he's hugging me, and then he's turning towards me, and he starts to like lean into me when he's hugging me, so I have to put my arm down to support my body. And Angelo was trying his hardest not to laugh because this was an uncomfortable situation. So like I was trying not to laugh because I didn't want to be mean, like I didn't want to be rude to him and like laugh at him. So I was, you know, supporting my body as his entire weight is against me while he's hugging me. Trying to support my body, trying not to laugh. There were lots of things happening in my area at the time. So then he pulls away and he says, can I kiss you? And I was like, no, thank you. Like, no! Number one, I'm confused because I was with my boyfriend and we were on a date. Like, it was very obviously a date. We're sitting on a picnic blanket. We have a picnic basket. How else could you define a date? Like, this was obviously a date. So I'm confused. Anyway. So he asked me for a kiss and I say, you know, I nicely say, no thank you. No thank you. So he's like, oh, okay, sorry. And I was like, it's okay, like it's fine. And then I was like, oh, have you been to this museum? Just randomly. He says he's from my town, and so I was like, oh, have you been here? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, well, they have a new exhibit. You should go check it out right now. And he was like, oh, will you go with me? And I was like, no, like, we've really got to get going. Like, Angela has to go to work, so no, like, we've got to go. Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, we've really got to go now. So, like, we, like, get up, and we're still being really nice to him. Like, we're like, oh, yeah, like, we just have to go. Like, he just has to get to work. Sorry. And so we start to like pack everything up. He asks if he can help, which is really sweet of him, but we were like, no, like it's fine. So we pack up everything basically as fast as we can. And then he's like, okay, well, one more hug. And I was like, yeah, sure. So I gave him a hug, the last one, and he's like nuzzling into my neck, which is a little odd. Like, just a little odd. And a little uncomfortable, but whatever. So we basically pack up our stuff and he walks away and it is over and done. No matter how weird it was, no matter, you know, how strange it was, like, it didn't harm me to be nice to him. It didn't harm Angelo to be nice to him. It did not harm anyone. And now I get to tell you guys this story. Angela and I have this story to tell people, which is pretty funny because it's all about making memories. That is my motto that my mother gave to me, that I am now telling you. I was hugging this random boy while my boyfriend was sitting right next to me. I just wanted to tell you guys that because I thought that that would be something you guys would like to hear about, something you'd like to giggle about. And that is all. Make sure to follow my Twitter to find out about updates because I did tweet about making this video, so definitely make sure to go follow my Twitter and my Instagram to see little cute cheesy photos of me. I've been posting a lot of my dates and I posted a picnic photo, so not picnic like the editing software because we need to burn all of those photos. We need to mass delete all of those picnic photos that I made in 8th grade that I regret wholeheartedly. All right, I will see you next week Let me know if you guys like this new setup. I ordered these lights. I was ordering them for graduation as like little graduation gifts for my friends, and then I was like, you know what, I should hang these. These would be cute. Let me order my own. So I did, and I put them behind me. What do you guys think? Tell me what you guys think. Yeah, tell me what videos to film this summer because I have way too much time on my hands, but I'm still not getting anything done, so there's that. Okay, I will see you next week. I love you guys very much. Mwah! Bye!